The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The drive will start with an option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here taken in by Parker.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. The 20. Flop, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Stuck for a loss by the safety, Antoine Winfield Jr.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Dalvin Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Open man, here is Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
1st down, Howell to throw.
Going up top. And This is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. (7-7) our score after one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Walker once more. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that...
And this time he is in.
Ken Walker
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Cook now off the read option.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Howell throwing on third down here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 55 yards. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter? A nice little jab to get things going in their direction.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Taken out of bounds. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse?
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to even 20. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On second and very short, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 58 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him back. William Murphy. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Wilson on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before half. Touchdown, Broncos! Devontae Parker as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Foul to the air on 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Walker now on 1st and 10. They'll get this up to about the 44.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Walker with another carry.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This time they'll throw it with Aefl.
Caught by Cobb. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And hit behind the line. He lost the boot.
Oh, Howe loses it.
It's picked up by the Broncos. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back
for a Denver touchdown.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Off play action. It's Howell. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Second and 2. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back to Walker on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Powell. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Straight ahead, Walker. Oh, nice move. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That good for 22 and a first down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll go play action. Howell. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Walker. Uses the stiff arm, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Howell, third and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So that's CD an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Cook again.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
third down. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This from 54 yards away.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, the team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And it's taken in at the 9. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Now Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And they take a knee. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit